So far, we've seen that Paul's theology is shaped by Genesis 2, and by a relational order, grounded in origin rather than power. Now we need to introduce another category Paul uses constantly: glory. When many people hear the word glory, they think of brightness, status, or honor in the abstract. But that is not how Paul uses the term. Paul draws his understanding of glory directly from Psalm 8. Psalm 8 says that humanity is crowned with glory and honor. This does not mean that humans shine. It means that humans are given a visible role within creation. Their identity is meant to be expressed and seen. Glory, in this sense, is relational visibility. It is how a relational identity becomes outwardly expressed within God's ordered world. Paul takes this understanding of glory and brings it directly into his teaching. In 1 Corinthians 11, he says that man is the glory of God, and woman is the glory of man. These statements are often misunderstood as rankings, but that is not what Paul is doing. They are not value judgments. Paul is describing how relational identity becomes visible. The man makes visible God's glory by living rightly under God within creation. The woman makes visible the man's relational identity by embodying the one out of the other pattern of Genesis 2. Glory flows relationally. It moves from origin to expression. This is also why Paul speaks so strongly about shame. Shame for Paul is not primarily about embarrassment. It is about relational misalignment. Shame occurs when what is visible contradicts what is relationally true. This helps us understand why Paul cares so much about worship practices. Worship is not only spoken, it is embodied. It is visible. What the church does with bodies, symbols, and practices communicates meaning, whether intentionally or not. Paul is not concerned with appearances for their own sake. He is guarding the coherence between relational order and visible expression. When worship displays relational truth faithfully, Paul calls it glory. When it distorts that truth, Paul calls it shame. Once glory is understood this way, Paul's concern for worship, marriage, and conduct begins to make sense. In the next video, we'll step back and bring these ideas together by outlining the full relational grammar Paul uses: identity, order, posture, and action. Thank you for watching.